Yo, what's going on, dudes? HK Titan here with a brand new video for you guys, and in today's video, I have another banger plan for you guys because we're going to be taking on the Dreadbloon again. But this time we're going to be taking on the Elite Dreadbloon that has 200% health as well as 200% speed. So if you guys missed yesterday's video where we challenged the normal Dreadbloon using only one tower with mods, of course, we're going to be doing the same thing with Elite. Now, in order to make this challenge a little bit harder, I turned off the Infinite Heroes mod, as well as I turned off the Omega Cross-Pathing mod. So that means we're going to have a lot less money to work with, as well as it's going to be a little bit harder to start our farming. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump straight into it. Now, if you guys missed the video from yesterday, what this challenge entails is that we're only allowed to have one attacking tower on the screen at any given point in time. So we'll start off with our free Dart Monkey as our attacking tower for now. Now, at some point, we will need to change around our attacking tower to do a little bit more damage. But for right now, this Dart Monkey should be more than enough all the way up until, like, I want to say, like, maybe like round 13. But once we start leaking a few lives, we'll definitely want to be a little bit more careful with our towers, right? But of course, so once we start leaking more lives, we'll definitely have to like either upgrade our Dart Monkey or we'll have to sell our Dart Monkey and go for a different attacking tower. So hopefully we'll be able to make enough money to go with a similar strategy to what we used for the normal boss. And what we used for the normal boss was the Carpet of Spikes. Ideally, we could get the Carpet of Spikes for the Elite as well, because I have a feeling that the Carpet of Spikes would work really, really well for this as well. So right now, the only thing I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be trying to make as much money as possible. Now, I do have the Reforge mod turned on as well, and it will definitely help us with making a little bit of extra money, but I'm just debating on whether or not I want to use it. I mean, it will help us out quite a bit, so I'm thinking about using it to make a little bit of extra money. But then again, I feel like the Reforge mod might be a little bit too easy. I'll go ahead and play a couple rounds, and then I'll decide whether or not I want to use it or not. Hey guys, so I've made up my mind, and I think I am going to use the Reforge mod, because this will help us out a lot with not needing to like grab more of a defense. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and reforge our Dart Monkey. So this is going to give us plus 1 pierce, plus 15% range, and plus 10% cost. Let's go ahead and keep going until we get a decent Dart Monkey reforged. So the godly Dart Monkey should be pretty good. So plus 1 damage, plus 1 pierce, and plus 15% range, and plus 20% cost. So all the upgrades are going to cost a lot more, but it's going to do more damage. So this should end up helping us out quite a bit. Now, one thing I want to do, let's go ahead and reforge our banana farm until we have like an increased cash generation. So this is going to give us 10% bonus cash, but the price for all the upgrades are going to be increased by 10% as well. So this is kind of like, I don't know if it's going to make us more money, but I think it should, right? Plus it only like increases the price of like the tier 2 by $60. Now, I don't think I want to reforge all of the towers, because if I reforge all of the towers, it's going to make buying marketplaces a little bit more expensive. So I think what I'll do is I'll reforge half of my farms, and then I'll leave the other half normal. All right, so round 16, we're going to go ahead and upgrade our Dart Monkey up to quick shots and very quick shots. That way our Dart Monkey does a little bit more damage, because now our tower's starting to fall behind a little bit. So, I want to grab myself a couple more farms before we grab our crossbow. So, let's go ahead and grab ourselves another banana farm. We'll place it right here. And then I think I'm going to do what I did yesterday, and I'm going to grab myself 7 banana farms. All right, round 22. We have all 7 of our banana farms, but now the balloons are starting to give us a little bit of a hard time. So let's go ahead and upgrade our Dart Monkey up to crossbow. Now, let's go ahead and start upgrading our banana farms up to marketplaces. Here's our first marketplace. Here's our second marketplace. We need to grab ourselves an alchemist. Now, I said this in yesterday's video, but I'm not counting the alchemist as a attacking tower. I'm counting it as a buffing tower, because I mean, without the alchemist, we would have to sell this tower in order to buy like a druid or something else in order to deal with lead balloons. So let me know in the comments below, like, do you guys think like the alchemist is an attacking tower, or you guys think it's a support tower? I personally think that the alchemist upgrade to the top pathway is more of a support tower than it is a buffing tower. So that's why I chose to use the alchemist with the Dart Monkey. All right, so round 33, we have all 7 of our banana farms upgraded to marketplaces. Now, because we have all 7 of our banana farms upgraded to marketplaces, I'm going to go ahead and grab myself one more. Actually, you know what? I think I want to grab myself one more because we're going to end up selling quite a few of our banana farms anyways. So I think it would be a good idea to grab it, right? Because, I mean, we're gonna leak quite a few lives here. Oh, dude, this may have ended up being a little bit of a mistake. I think I may have been a little bit too greedy, but we still have our mana shields, so we're still good. Okay, I was a little bit too worried there. All right, so let's grab a marketplace, and then we'll grab ourselves another valuable bananas. And there we go. I think this should be more than enough marketplaces. So now let's go ahead and upgrade the Star Monkey up to Sharpshooter as well. That way we don't struggle with these last couple of rounds while we're saving up the money to buy our Carpet of Spikes. Now, hopefully the Carpet of Spikes is enough to deal with the tier 1 elite Dreadbloon. I think it should be, but just in case it isn't, we can always reforge the Carpet of Spikes in order to deal with the tier 1 Dreadbloon. But the only question is, what are we going to use for where the support towers are going to be, or where the Dreadbloon is going to be immune to support towers. Also on top of that, dude, I can't grab the Monkey Buccaneer. If I grab the Monkey Buccaneer, then I'll have to end up selling it. So, this is such a rough choice. I think we should be fine. All right, so here we are at the end of round 39. So let's go ahead and sell the Dart Monkey. And then let me see, how much money are we going to need in order to grab the Carpet of Spike? So let's go ahead. We'll place our Carpet of Spikes right here. And then we'll go ahead and upgrade it up to bigger stacks, white hot spikes, faster production, even faster production. And then we need $40,000 in order to grab the Carpet Spike. So, man, this is going to end up hurting so much. But let's go ahead and sell quite a few of these marketplaces in order to get that 40,000. All right. Let's also sell this Alchemist as well. There we go. So now we have enough money for our Carpet Spike. So, moment of truth, let's see how the Spike Factory does up against the tier 1 elite Dreadbloon. Okay, so pretty much as expected, like the Spike Factory is doing good damage up against the tier 1. But remember, this Dreadbloon does have 200% health. Now the big question is, what am I going to use for the tier 2? Or not the tier 2, but the support immune phase. Let's go ahead and get rid of the Spike Factory. And then what do I want to use? I think it would be a good idea to go for the Spectre. And then with the Spectre, let's go ahead and grab Rapid Fire, lots more darts. And then let's also grab ourselves a village. And then we'll upgrade this village up to radar scanner. And then let's start going for a BRF. Man, this may have been a little bit of a mistake. The Spike Factory isn't able, or the Spectre isn't able to keep up with these rock balloons. I think I need to grab myself a support tower for this. So let's go ahead and grab ourselves the passive bat, and then let's also grab echolocation, and nearby towers have a chance of attacking twice. I kind of want to grab bat instincts as well, but I think this should be enough. Oh, dude, no, it's not. I need to grab a alchemist in order to deal with these rock balloons. Like, these rock balloons are such a pain, dude. And I can't have, like, the Spectre only targeting the Dreadbloon. Otherwise, the rock balloons are gonna slip through. What else should I have gone for? Like, it's barely doing any damage at all, guys. Yeah, it was such a mistake to go for the Spectre. I thought the Spectre would do way more damage, guys. So we can't really do anything about, like, the Spectre not doing a lot of damage. We need to buy our first BRF, otherwise we're going to be in trouble for tier 2. So here's our first BRF. Let me go ahead and reforge this. So that's going to give us plus 5% cash. Let's also start going for an engineer monkey as well, because we definitely need to grab an old overclock, right? All right, we almost have the tier 1 down, and then after we finish off the tier 1, I think it'd be a good idea to like swap around the tower. But then again, I don't know if like swapping around the Spectre would be a good idea. I think we have to. All right, let's go ahead and sell our Spectre. Let's grab ourselves a Ninja Monkey. We'll upgrade it up to Bloons TD. We'll grab Caltrops, as well as we'll go ahead and upgrade we'll reforge the Ninja Monkey. That way we can start overclocking our BRF. And on top of that, we also need to grab some more farms as well. All right, so now we have 2 BRFs. Now that we have 2 BRFs, so let's start overclocking one of our BRF. All right, guys, it looks like we might be in a little bit of trouble here, guys, because we only have 4 BRFs right now. So let's go ahead. We'll get rid of our Ninja Monkey. We'll also, dude, like we barely have enough money to buy this Spike Factory. Let's go ahead. We'll sell the passive bat. as well as we'll sell our alchemist. And then, oh dude, are we gonna have to sell something else? I think we are. Let's also sell the monkey village, because this is the only way that we're gonna be able to buy the carpet spikes. All right, so hopefully we're gonna have enough money to buy the carpet spikes. If we don't, then we're definitely not gonna be able to beat the tier 2 boss. Okay, so there's the carpet spikes. Now I also want to go ahead and, oh dude, like, I kind of want to grab Ascended Strength. Let's go ahead and reforge it. So this is going to give it 10% speed. I need damage. Pierce. Okay, there's the damage. Perfect. Okay, so this is going to do more damage to the boss, but I still don't think it's going to be enough. But we need to go ahead and upgrade another, or we still need to like farm like crazy. So I think I have one option left, and I think I need to start making use of the crosspath mod. So I think what I have to do is I have to grab Ascended Strength, and then hopefully this is going to be enough to give us enough damage to deal with the tier 2 elite Dreadbloon. Oh, this is barely working, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and use a couple more upgrades on Ascended Strength. That will do a little bit more damage to the boss. But guys, this is not working very well at all, dudes. This is so bad. And not to mention, I have no idea what I'm gonna do for the for the support immune phase. Maybe what I'll have to do is I'll have to like grab the necromancer. I think the necromancer is going to be like the only thing that we're going to be able to afford, right? Okay, so now we're on the support immune phase. I'm going to go ahead and go with the necromancer. Let's go ahead and grab the undead or empowered undead. Even though we have the empowered undead, it's still not doing a lot of damage to the boss, guys. That's actually ridiculous. Okay, so it's doing enough damage for now. That's the main thing to remember, is that it's barely doing enough damage to the boss in order to be the tier 2. This is definitely not going to be enough for the tier 3, guys. This is actually ridiculous. All right, so let's go ahead. Because we need the banana central, let's sell 2 of our banana farms in order to grab the banana central. Perfect. Okay, so now that we have the, oh dude, like we don't have a lot of money at all. We may need to rely on the necromancer to attempt to like take down the tier 3 as well. But I don't know if the necromancer is going to be enough to take down the tier 3 or not. Oh dude, this is way tougher than I initially thought. Like, it took us forever to take down the tier 1, and that's why we're struggling so much. Like, we had to rely on one tower to take down the tier 1 boss, and we had to buy a really expensive tower, which is why we don't have a lot of extra money to spare right now. All right, round 77, we're gonna go ahead and stop our farming now. Like I was saying, I think we're gonna have to rely on the tier 5 siege from the underworld to take down the tier 3 boss. Oh dude, this is gonna be so sketchy, guys. And like, we struggle so much against the tier 2 boss. How are we gonna take down the tier 4 and the tier 5? On top of that, we need $120,000 for siege of the underworld. So I don't even know if we're going to be able to afford it for the next tier boss. All right, round 79, we have $115,000. So we're just a little bit short. So we're not going to sell any of our farms. Instead, we're going to buy siege from the underworld on round 80. So, moment of truth, how is siege from the underworld going to do up against, oh my goodness, dude, it's barely doing any damage at all. Let's go ahead, we'll grab ourselves a monkey village. Let's also grab ourselves an alchemist to go ahead and buff up our necromancer. And then let's also grab the passive bat as well to go ahead and increase the necromancer's popping power as well. So that should help it out quite a bit, but it's still not going to be enough. I didn't think I'd have to like break out the Ascended mod so soon, but that just goes to show you guys how strong this week's elite Dreadbloon is. All right, so let's go ahead and crank up our necromancer's popping power with the Ascended mod. But even though we crank up, dude, it's still taking forever, guys. We just finished the first shield. Yeah, the only way that we're going to be able to do this is with the Ascended mod. Otherwise, we definitely would not be able to take down the tier 2 boss. There we go. Now we're starting to chunk, guys. And what in the world is this, guys? Like, even though we have the Ascended... Okay, so now we're really starting to chug along. Okay, okay. So now that we have our Necromancer up to a 13 times strength boost and a 4 times speed boost, now we're actually able to deal with the tier 2 boss. Man, if we didn't have this Ascended mod, there's no way that we would have been able to do this. That was actually ridiculous. So now that we've taken down the tier 3 boss, so let's go ahead and continue our farming. I think what I want to do is I also want to grab myself a ultra boost so that way we can make a little bit more money from our banana farms or from our banana central. Because we're gonna need a lot of money in order to like buy ascended upgrades for our necromancer or whatever other tower that we decided to go for. I think for the tier 4 boss, I'm going to go ahead and switch around the tower because the necromancer is good, but the only problem with it is that it's a little bit too overpowered because it doesn't have any immune phase where the Dreadbloon is immune to it. So technically I ended up cheating for the tier 2 boss again, but I honestly had no idea what to do. If I would have grabbed like an ascended tower, I may have been able to deal with the tier 3 or wait, well, that was the tier 3 boss, right? Like I probably could have dealt with the tier 3 boss if I used the ascended mod on a different tower, but I was just like so nervous that we wouldn't have been able to deal with the boss, right? All right, so let's go ahead and we'll upgrade up to Monkey Intelligence Bureau. And then let's go ahead and swap over from using the Necromancer over to using the Flying Fortress. Or actually, let's use the Carpet Spikes because the Carpet Spike should end up working the best for us because it'll allow us to deal with the boss a little bit faster. But now that we have quite a few farms, let's go ahead and start buying a couple of Ascended upgrades. So let's go ahead and spend all of our money to buy Ascended Strength. And then let's also grab some Ascended Speed as well. So I think, so we're not going to struggle with any of the normal balloons. The main thing I'm worried about is the boss. So let's go ahead and like try to ascend this Carpet Spikes as high as we can get it before the tier 3 boss. So the upgrades that we're going to need, we're definitely going to need strength as well as we're going to need speed too. We're not going to need a lot of speed. We just need enough to where it's constantly placing down spikes. So I think if we upgrade it up to like 20 speed, that should be enough, right? Okay, so we have a 34 strength as well as we have 20 speed. So let's go ahead and work on grabbing more strength. So every dollar that we get, we're going to have to invest in strength, guys. And on top of that, after we deal with the primary phase, the military phase, and the magic phase, we're going to have to find another tower to use. And on top of that, we're also going to have to invest into ascended strength as well as ascended speed as well. So I think what I want to do after we beat the first 3 tiers, I'm going to want to probably buy a Flying Fortress. I think the Flying Fortress would be the best investment, right? So hopefully this ends up being enough for the tier 4 boss. But even though we have a 49 times boost on our Spike Factory, I still don't know how much damage we're going to end up doing to the boss. So here we are. Let's see how much damage we do. And that's barely any damage at all, guys. That's actually ridiculous. Okay, we need to constantly upgrade strength, guys. Oh my goodness, I was not expecting this. Okay, so even though we have a 56 times the boost on our Spike Factory, our Carpet Spikes is still struggling up against the boss. Okay, so now we're starting to deal real damage to the boss, guys. We want to play this a little bit slow. Because after we buy after we finish this magic immune phase, we're gonna have to buy the Flying Fortress. Oh my goodness! And honestly, I don't even know if the Flying Fortress is gonna be enough to get us through this. This is so ridiculous. Okay, we're almost there. We need to one more, and then let's go ahead and sell. Let's go ahead and buy our Flying Fortress. There's our Flying Fortress. We need to upgrade quite a few into speed. Let's also grab ourselves the permabrew, and then let's go ahead and put the rest of the money into strength. There we go. I was so nervous. Okay. And dude, like, even though we had so much money and we put so much money into the Spike Factory as well as the Flying Fortress, it still struggled quite a bit up against that boss. And on top of that, the tier 5 is going to have way more health. But all right, dudes, I'm going to go ahead and continue to farm here. I think I need to buy more farms, guys. Like, I think I need to buy more farms. That's the only way that we're going to be able to take down the tier 5 boss with this much health. All right, guys, here we are on round 119. Let's go ahead and sell all of our farms to see how much money we have left. All right, so we're left with $2.7 million. Not a lot of money at all. I kind of want to keep my farms, or at least a couple of my farms. That way we can constantly like apply the ascended buff. So let me go ahead and do a home reset. I'll keep a portion of my farms. That way we can give or constantly like upgrade our towers with the ascended mod. All right, so right now we have a 80 to 84 times boost on our flying fortress. So let's go ahead. I'm gonna keep my flying fortress for now. But then we'll swap over to using a primary tower after. I think what I want to use after is I want to use like the glaive lord, because the glaive lord, as long as I upgrade to the bottom pathway, it'll have a much bigger range. So I think that's going to be our best bet. So let's go ahead and dump the rest of this money into our flying fortress. We'll go ahead and give our flying fortress a 50 speed as well as a 100 times boost to strength. Then hopefully this is enough. Oh dude, yeah, it's taking it down pretty quickly. Okay, so I was a little bit worried that it wouldn't be enough. Yeah, I think we got this in the bag, as long as the glaive lord does enough damage to the boss. All right, so now it's immune. Let's go ahead and sell this. Let's go ahead and grab ourselves the glaive lord, and then let's go ahead and start buying ascended strength. We need to invest a lot of money into the glaive lord now. Oh my goodness, I really hope this works, guys. We need more strength. We need more strength as well as we need more speed. Let's go ahead and upgrade the speed a little bit more. Oh my goodness, we're barely chunking away at the boss, guys. Maybe it was a bad idea to go for the glaive lord. We need to invest the rest of our money into strength. Like, we're already at 100 times the boost and we still aren't dealing enough damage to the boss. Oh my goodness, guys, we invested every single dollar we had into the glaive lord, and it's still barely doing enough damage to the boss. Our glaive lord is currently at 6 million pops, and we still aren't through the military meme phase. I think I may have overestimated like how strong this boss was. We need to upgrade to more speed. Like, we have the range, but I think what we're lacking is speed right now. Okay, so it's chunking faster, guys. Okay. I'm not as worried as I was. I think I want to go ahead and sell all of my farms now and then invest the rest of the money into our glaive lord. Let's go ahead, we'll dump it into, let's go up to, let's say 90 speed, and then hopefully this is enough. Oh man, hopefully this works. Oh wait, no, we could sell our ultra boost and buy a little bit more speed. Okay, and then we'll also grab a little bit more range as well. Dude, I'm gonna be completely honest. Like I thought with the ascended mod, like this would be way easier. But look at how bad we're struggling up against the Dreadbloon, guys. Like, I almost want to sell my Owl Alchemist as well, but I mean, okay. I think we got this in the bag, guys. 47 million pops, and the Dreadbloon is still chugging along, guys. That just goes to show you guys like how strong this week's Dreadbloon is. Like, even with the ascended mod, it still struggled in popping the Dreadbloon. But there we have it, dude. So we have officially beaten the elite Dreadbloon with 200% health and 200% speed using one attacking tower, even though we did use mods. But anyways, dudes, that's gonna do it for the video. If you guys enjoyed, make sure you guys hit that like button. Also, if you guys are new around here, don't forget to subscribe as well, because I do upload daily BT6 content. But anyways, dudes, again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.